Welcome to London Self-Defense Academy. My name is Andre, and today we're going to be looking at 5 most common attacks and how should you defend against them. Don't forget to like our videos, subscribe, hit that bell so you get notification every time we release a new video, which is currently every 2 weeks, every Tuesday 6 p.m. So one of the most common attacks is a straight punch. Okay, people just try to punch you in the nose, punch you in the forehead, punch you in the eye, punch you in the cheek, punch you in the jaw and everything else. So they just want to get it over with fast, okay? Because no one really wants to be fighting for 10 hours like in martial arts films. So what your options are in here? So we have 2 options. One is I'm ready for it and I'm taking control of that hand, destabilizing him. As you can see, even if he's got some power in that hand, it's not going to be much and he has to turn around. But before he can turn around, I'm actually striking back in here, okay? So when we're getting here, so getting straight in, okay? So now this could be good jaw attack. This could go for his ear if you want, so you could do open palm strike. Because, you know, in a self-defense situation, when you're trying to punch and you're punching with your fist, the chances are is that you may actually break your fingers, which is not what you want. So what we would recommend is actually open palm strikes rather than fists, okay? So this is your first option. So he's coming in, bang, and that's done with. If you have to follow up with something else, maybe you calm the situation down and that's all you needed. All right, so the second way is to really just get yourself in. Not just stand there and wait for the attack, but move in. This is the safest place for me, by his shoulder, okay? So if I'm in here, see, that's not gonna be much, and I'm actually disallowing him to turn. If I allow him to turn, of course he's gonna get a lot of power there. But I'm disallowing him to turn, and at the same time I'm reaching for his neck, lifting the head up and just dropping him down to the floor. And then he can get away, of course. So there's also another way to finishing it off depending where you end up. Sure, in here, you know, you could just go straight, you know, clothesline, or you could choose to take him over your hip, which may apply if, for instance, you've got more than one attacker and you have to sort of stop the other person in their tracks when they're going forward. Okay, so the next most common attack is a haymaker, right? Everyone wants you to swing by that big haymaker just to get you. It does look quite funny sometimes when they just, like, you know, going like they've got windmills and stuff like that. But you don't want to be there. You don't want to be at the end of this because it's gonna be really strong and hard. They're putting their whole body power into this. So you're ducking down. Okay, but don't duck down and look to the ground because you're not gonna see what's coming next. There we go. So what you're doing is you're maneuvering yourself out. Then, because you're here, you need to get quite close. Keep the connection because he's gonna be turning and trying to attack me again. So I'm reaching for his head while reaching for his arm, and I've got him stretched out, and I can talk to him saying, mate, calm down, you know, this is over, let's go for a beer, leave it. So this is really when you're trying to defuse the situation. You get him stretched out, he realizes that there is not much to do. It is quite scary at the same time, but you know, if you're not an aggressive person, which you shouldn't be, this is a really good way out. So we are still on the haymaker, and what you're now doing, instead of stepping back or ducking under, you're actually stepping in. So again, you have to be protecting your head. This is very important because this is going to be very hard. However, from his shoulder to his elbow, there is not much power. The power actually is mostly in here. So that's where you don't want to be, but in here you're quite safe. Of course, you have to watch out for the other hand because that's going to be coming in. However, as soon as I step in, I'm covering my head in here and striking his chin with my elbow, which could actually be a knockdown. So this could just take him out, and that's it. Now you have to watch out for one thing. If you're elbowing people, you can't just let them fall down on the floor because there could be a pavement, they could fall down, you know, crack their head open and they could potentially die. So what you're doing, if you have to do this, if it's really aggressive, you then hold on to him and let him fall gently. Okay, now you can get into nice arm lock in here if he's still actually conscious, right? If someone gets unconscious during the fight, you have to stay there and make sure that, you know, they are alive and that you save their life. Right, so the next thing is we've got a kick. Okay, people, even if they don't know how to kick, this is the very good way to actually get you in the right spot. Okay, so if you get kicked in the groin, you go down, you really call your mum and you don't feel very good. So what I'm doing here, instead of standing here, I'm already maneuvering myself to the side. I'm also covering the top, so his bottom part of his body is going that way and I'm stopping it in this way. So basically he's just gonna trip over and go down. Okay, but obviously you have to be fast and see this. Kicks are usually very unexpected, but if you're fast and you watched out for it, you had your distance in the right way, then you're in the right place. Nice. So next thing that happens is a grab. Now obviously, how does it come to a grab? So situation escalated already. We had our exchange of our words. Some of them were nice, some of them were not, and probably not very nice. However, in the spot where you have to try to dictate the situation. Now you're not just going to be standing there and waiting for something to happen to you, because that's going to be counterproductive. So you try to control the situation by putting your hands up. As soon as you get a contact, you can already, so he might be now thinking, I'm gonna kick him, I'm gonna headbutt him, I'm gonna do whatever, but you disallow his body posture. So as soon as he grabs you, you're right here. It doesn't look like much, but trust me, when you do this properly, when he holds with his full power, so he's holding really strong, I can't really move him, as you can see, he's a strong lad. So what I'm doing is I'm drawing one of my arms down here and the other one up while turning my body. So here, there we go. And then if I have to, I can break the arm. Don't want to. Okay, the last thing is a headbutt. Now this is very unexpected attack sometimes. Someone just grabs you and just goes for it, yeah? So you've got two ways to deal with this. First one is that you didn't catch it in the right time. The only thing that you do is you put your head down and hope for the best, close your mouth so you don't knock your teeth out. And then, you know, forehead to forehead, it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be better outcome than if you get it in your nose, okay? Sometimes, if you do see it coming, you might be able to diffuse that before it happens, okay? So we're going for the chin, we're going for the neck, we're going for the nose straight away before they get there. And if you get there in the right time, then you can just sort of draw them out and just get them down on the floor, and that's it. So we hope you enjoyed this video. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. Put your comments there. Tell us what would you like to see in our future videos, and we shall see you in the next one. And today we're gonna be looking at the... I'm gonna talk. We've got another one here.
How is she gonna understand what's good and what's not? This 6-minute video of you doing one good and the other is enough.